If you've ever felt overwhelmed or doubted your ability to grow onions, well, this video is for you. Join me as I share my personal journey of growing onions from transplants in my backyard garden in Zone 9 as a complete beginner. Get ready to discover simple yet effective tips that will help you succeed and enjoy the satisfaction of harvesting your own homegrown onions. Hello everyone, just to share with you what I'm up to. I ordered some onion plants from YAJE'S. I ordered two kinds. These red ones are the SoFire onions. They are an early short day red onions. And then over here is the VIDORA. The VIDORA is also short day yellow onion. This one is yellow and it performs well in southern states. So I'm about to plant the onions in ground. These came a couple of days ago. I didn't have time to plant them immediately. I'm hoping it is still gonna be good. I hope, they will pick up once I plant the onions. This is my first time growing the onions. It says you should get about 50 plants per pack. I have not counted, but this looks to be about 50 or maybe more. The SoFire onions are tinier, so this is what you get. Well, I ordered them in one box actually. So I'm going to be planting the onions over here on this bed. I've prepared the bed already, walked in a ton of manure, cow manure. I put some fertilizer as well, and I'm going to be using this handy dandy tool, the seeding square, to help me space out the onions. We are supposed to space the onions out. If you're doing raised bed planting, it says 6 inches apart, and then plant about a quarter of an inch to half an inch deep. Okay, so I'm gonna be using this tool. This is about 6 inches, I think. Yeah, according to the seeding square, you're supposed to plant your onions like in the yellow holes. So I'm gonna use this tool to map out my bed, and then I will plant my onions. All right guys, so this is how you use the seeding square. It is a tool that helps with planting distance. It comes with this right here as well. So I just mark the holes. It helps you maximize planting space. Look at that. Okay, so I'm just gonna do this, and then I will put the onion bulb, the onion plants inside. My garden is in Zone 9A, and the type of onions that you grow down south are short day onions. You plant in the fall and then you harvest in the spring. It's all done, guys. All done. It looks really, really miserable now. I'm just hoping it picks up. So I'm going to water it now, and then we'll see how it does. One thing I learned about growing onions is that you need to know the type of onions that is suitable for your zone, and that it is best to get the seedlings, okay, not the sets, not the seeds. Unless you really know what you're doing, get the seedlings. So I ordered my seedlings online. And for us down here in the south, we plant short day onions around Thanksgiving or shortly after Thanksgiving, and we can harvest in the spring. Guys, these are my onions. The onions are doing so well, but I don't know if I'm gonna be able to leave them here for spring because I need this space to grow other things. Yeah, the onions are doing super well. I've been thinning them out because I planted them quite close together. So I've just been coming out here and removing some of the ones that, are small. Ooh. Jesus, okay. So as you can see, I overplanted my onions, and so I needed to remove some of them and enjoy as green onions, as scallions, and then leave the rest so that they could continue to grow and bulb for me. One thing you also need to know is that onions are heavy feeders, so you can either really amend your soil well, add a bunch of compost, even fertilizer, something that is high in phosphorus to encourage bulbing, and make sure that you water your onions regularly. You provide water regularly. So I grew some of the onions over here, and then there's more on this bed right here. It's the end of March, and I am ready to start eating these onions, start cooking with these onions. I think they're ready to be harvested as well. As you can see, the tops are falling over. I think they are big enough, and some of them have started to produce flowers. As you can see, this is a flower head trying to form. It's trying to go to seed, telling me it's ready for harvesting. So let's get harvesting. One reason why I also needed to harvest some of the onions at this time was because I needed this space to grow my spring vegetables. But they are big enough, and I'm quite pleased with what I was able to accomplish as a first-time onion grower. One thing that I noticed is that as soon as March was here and we started to get like 10 to 12 hours of daylight, my onions started to bulb almost immediately. And the process was quite fast, to my amazement. Like one day I did not have onion bulbs, and then 1 week after I had bulbs that you could visibly see in the garden. They say that once your onions start bulbing, you should not play with watering your onions at that point, so that you get really big bulbs and also onions that taste well, sweet onions. Once you're done harvesting, you can enjoy the onions like that. But if you want to store your onions, there's one thing that you need to do. I'm curing the onions. So I let them sit out here for about a day under the sun. And now I'm going to move them to a shaded area and continue the curing process. So to cure the onions, I let it sit in direct sunlight for about 24 hours, about a day. And then I moved it to this location, this shaded location at the side of my house. I hung it upside down to continue the curing process. The idea for curing the onions is so that you can preserve it, you can store it for a long period of time. This is only part of the harvest, and as a first-time onion grower, I am quite pleased and beyond thrilled with myself at the results. Thank you so much for watching. If this video added value to you, kindly please thumbs up the video, share the video, leave me a comment, and if you have not yet subscribed to the channel, kindly subscribe. And remember to always grow something, because when you grow a garden, you grow health. Until next time. Bye.